Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about glycogenolysis. Glycogenolysis is the metabolic pathway by which glucose 6-phosphate is produced from glycogen. This process is not simply the reverse of glycogen synthesis or glycogenesis because it does not require UTP or UDP molecules. Glycogenolysis is a two-step process. Step 1. Formation of glucose 1-phosphate. A phosphorylase is an enzyme that catalyzes the cleavage of a bond by Pi, such as removal of the glucose unit from glycogen to give glucose 1-phosphate. Step 2. Isomerization. Formation of glucose 6-phosphate. The enzyme phosphoglucosamidase catalyzes the isomerization process whereby the phosphate group of glucose 1-phosphate is moved to the carbon 6 position. The glucose 6-phosphate that is produced directly enters the glycolysis pathway. The glucose 6-phosphate produced must be converted to free glucose before it can enter the bloodstream. This change is affected by the enzyme glucose 6-phosphatase. A phosphatase is an enzyme that affects the removal of a phosphate group from a molecule, such as converting glucose 6-phosphate to glucose with H2O as the attaching species. When glycogen rather than free glucose is a starting material for glycolysis, the net gaining ATP is 3 molecules rather than 2 for each glucose process. Remember that it costs the equivalent of 2 ATP to incorporate the glucose molecule into glycogen.
Created using Powtoon.